Protesting against the Mamata Banerjee administration over the rise in dengue cases in West Bengal, the BJP leaders today marched on the streets of Calcutta wearing mosquito nets and carrying dummy mosquitoes. West Bengal's Mamata Banerjee, the chief minister, holds the health portfolio and had on November 9th claimed that dengue cases were witnessing a downward trend in the state. The opposition BJP said numbers prove otherwise and marched into the assembly today with dummy mosquitoes and distributed mosquito nets. They demanded an adjournment motion on the issue, and when the speaker, Biman Banerjee, denied the motion, they walked out and hit the streets. The state has witnessed a worrying surge in dengue cases this year. The Bengal Doctors Association is claiming that in the last 3 months, the state has recorded over 45,000 dengue cases and at least 45 fatalities. The worst affected districts are North 24 Pargana, Howrah and Calcutta. Leader of the opposition, Suvendu Adhikari, has alleged that the health minister, Mamata Banerjee, is not taking the health of Bengal's citizens seriously. Listen in.
पिछले 12 साल हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री और होम मिनिस्ट्री में डिस्कशन क्वेश्चन आंसर कुछ नहीं होती यहाँ हाउस में।
दादा असेंबली में विरोधी की वॉइस को दबाने की कोशिश की जा रही है
तो असेंबली को नहीं मानता है, हेल्थ को क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं लेता है।
देखिए, एक्चुअली उनको मालूम है कि उनका पार्टी का हवा निकलते जा रहा है, जो बलून है ना वो फुस होते जा रहा है। दिसंबर में बहुत खेला होगा, जो खेला है खेला होगा स्लोगन दिया था, और कतार में खेला हो रहा है और इधर भी दिसंबर में बहुत बड़ा खेला होने जा रहा है। 30 से भी ज़्यादा टीएमसी का एमएलए लोग हम लोग से हमारा पार्टी से कांटेक्ट में हैं, तो उनको ये सब बोलना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि उनको भी मालूम है कि उनका जो पार्टी है वो दिसंबर के बाद बहुत दिन रहेगा नहीं, उनका अस्तित्व ही अभी दाव पे है।
Let me go across to our guests this evening. Dr. Tanmay Mukhopadhyay is the BJP spokesperson on the show. He's joining us on the broadcast. Gargi Roy is a political analyst. Good to have you, Gargi ji. Riju Datta is the TMC spokesperson on the show today. And Anirban Banerjee, a political analyst, will be joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, namaskar to all of you. Just to tell you that this is going to be a quick chat. We will not have a long drawn behest, as it were. Dr. Tanmay Mukhopadhyay, I'm going to start with you since you are representing the BJP on the show this evening. The opposition is doing its duty. The opposition in West Bengal is the BJP. The number of dengue cases and the surge in dengue numbers has been worrying, and it is the job of the opposition to highlight issues that impact the citizens of a state or a city, and that is exactly what the TMC is doing. You can't have a grudge against them today for what they did. Dr. Mukhopadhyay, could you hear me? That question was for you. Okay, I think we may have a problem there. So we'll try and fix that. Let me take that question to Gargi Roy. Gargi Roy, what do you make of these political protests? Many people are saying this is drama. I mean, why did you need to carry mosquito nets? Why did you need to carry that dummy mosquito? What were you trying to do? This was political point scoring, as it were. If you were serious, you would have raised the issue inside the assembly and asked tough questions of the government.
Yes, Shreya, but the government is not discussing now. Madam is not ready to discuss. She is the health minister, she is the home minister, she is the chief minister, she is accountable. And public health is of utmost importance in governance. The thing is, this health ministry has 11,280 crore budget. But what will happen if the budget is diverted somewhere else? Because heaps of garbage are lying in areas like Jora Bagan. Budget is diverted because she has to buy out the hooligans. You know the culture of hooliganism in Bengal. They need them to suppress the opposition. Then she has to buy out the clubs, the puja clubs of Bengal. Each club has been paid 60,000. Where is the money coming from? Tell me now. From this now, people are going to hospitals with Shastro Shati card. They are returned because they have not paid money to the hospitals. So there is no money. Corporation employees are not getting pension. DA has not been paid, but carnivals are held. The government is in 10,000 crore debt. So problem is health minister, home minister, they have failed. And today also, there's a cottage industry of bomb is running in West Bengal. Where is the money coming from? Because panchayat election is coming. So this entire industry of hooliganism has to be nurtured. So ye jo 11,280 crore budget is not spent on health ministry. If your priorities are misplaced, the city will suffer, the health of the citizens will suffer. It is natural, and that's what is happening. And as an opposition, they wanted to discuss. She did not discuss. She refused to discuss. She has not discussed. So these are optics, and politics is all about optics. It's a good optics. Why not? As an opposition, they have the right to protest, and this is a good optics. That's why you are making it a news, because it's a good optics.
Okay.
Isn't it a good optics? It is all about optics. It's good. Why not?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is very good optics, Riju Datta, but can politics be only optics is a question. But Riju Datta, you're the TMC spokesperson. In this case, the BJP is absolutely right. They are the opposition in the state. And what is the job of an opposition? The job of an opposition is to highlight the issues that impact the citizens of West Bengal. And one of the things that is impacting the citizens of West Bengal is dengue. The surge has been worrying, and the government can say that the surge is coming down, but the numbers are there for us to see, and we are not cooking up these numbers. The Bengal Doctors Association is giving us this number of 45,000 in the last 3 months.
Shreya, thank you for coming to me. See, it is the winter have come in Bengal, and in winters, in our childhood days, we are used to seeing circus, but now we are seeing the circus by the opposition parties on the roads of Calcutta. So it's good. It has turned into a comic relief in Bengal, and their leader of opposition, he's a little mentally unstable, so we can understand whatever is happening. Now, being serious about the issue of dengue, vector-borne diseases, let me tell you, the West Bengal government have allocated 700 crores only for vector-borne diseases. There was a surge in dengue, just like there was a surge in Uttar Pradesh, Delhi or Jammu or other cities of this country. And with the onset of winter, dengue is on a downward curve. The health infrastructure of Bengal has been rewarded multiple times by the central government. Unfortunately, the problem with BJP and the BJP spokies on news channels are that they go back to that old saying that haters will keep on hating, you keep on doing your job. So let them hate. We are doing what we are doing. We have a robust health infrastructure. We have given public the awareness, because in such cases of vector-borne diseases, public awareness plays also a very big part. The mayor has been on the ground. We have got hundreds of teams of people of municipal corporations that are going door to door. And let me tell you and the nation that in Bengal, dengue is controlled. It is on a downward curve. It is going down. This debate is a little bit probably too late. If this would have been 2 months ago, we could have a more vibrant debate. But now it is controlled. It is going down. The Chief Minister on November the 14th have done a press conference where she has said, we have got the data, it is under control, it's stable, and it's going down. And actually, it's much better than other BJP ruled states. So, now, not about whataboutery, about my state of Bengal, dengue, there was a surge, people were suffering, now it is going down, and BJP, the major opposition party in Bengal, because of their lack of agenda, they have turned into comic relief, and they are doing this stupidity on the streets, which is good for people of Bengal, because we are having a laugh on it.
Gargi, essentially the charge is then you should have actually raised the issue, you didn't, and you are walking into the issue a little too late, because according to the TMC spokesperson, the number of dengue cases are actually on the decline. If that is the case, why did you seek an adjournment motion today? If that is the case, why did you come out with mosquito nets and dummy mosquitoes to protest at the assembly and outside? So ye political drama hi to hai. What else is it? If the chief minister is saying that we have the data and the numbers are coming down, we have to believe her, don't we?
Yes. Political drama. See, everybody knows Mrs. Mamata Banerjee is the queen of Nautank, and he's talking about comic relief. Everybody, Bengalis know what kind of comic relief Mamata Didi has given with her Chondi part and her poems. Epang, opang, jhapang, amra chobai, dang dang, tumi amra kola bang. I don't know if Riju can explain those poetry. Anyway, so she's
That
a
is why
great
she
comic
is the
relief in politics.
Chief Minister
She's
for
a great comic relief. Now coming to this month, second, Riju, month also 5,000 cases. Jora Bagan today also has a heap of garbage. So please, numbers are speaking. 90 people have died. So please speak on the numbers. It's not. So if you are giving data which is not supported, so that will not do na. And honestly, Mamata Didi is a great comic relief. We love listening to her Chondi part and all. You don't need BJP. You don't need Lalu Prasad these days. Mamata Didi is very good.
What happened to your leader Amit Shah's Abki Baar 200 Par? How many did you get? So I'll just laugh at BJP.
So let's not talk about comic relief. You also know. Please explain to the world
is a laughing stock. That's why we laugh.
Her poetry books and her paintings give lot of comic relief to the people of Bengal. So you don't need BJP for that. You don't need BJP for that. But
That's
let's
why
talk on
she is
dengue.
the chief minister for the 3rd consecutive term.
Okay,
Enjoy
lot of
Bengal.
things. We just heard how people from outside have come. You will give them Aadhaar card and you can get vote. But that does not. It's not justified.
3rd consecutive term. Chief Minister, only woman Chief Minister. Definition of woman empowerment, 3rd consecutive term. Be proud.
Definition
that
of
your
woman
Chief Minister is a
empowerment
woman
with highest
from
number
Bengal.
of rapes in West Bengal. So many rapes. When rapes happen, you call.
No, number one.
Acha, theek hai.
As per
Riju,
Okay.
rapes happen,
So
you
again,
maybe the girl
you know,
was
bomb
pregnant,
making
maybe she was
factory,
having a
rape.
baby. That is a-
Arey bhaiya, we are not talking about all of that. Gargi Roy and Riju Datta, that is not what we are talking about today. That's not what we are talking about today. What are we talking about today? We are talking about rising cases of dengue, where the TMC spokesperson is saying that the surge is actually coming down. Let me get to something interesting. Ek minute. Let me get to something interesting now. That one of the BJP MLAs has said during the protest. She's saying, and let me quote her, that the TMC government may not survive in December. What exactly, Mr. Dr. Mukhopadhyay, does Ms. Paul mean?
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello?
Sir, I can hear you.
Hello?
And we all heard Agnimitra Paul as well. Dr. Mukhopadhyay, we can hear you. And we all heard Agnimitra Paul as well. While we are speaking about dengue, what has also made headlines today is a statement that the TMC government will not survive beyond December. Matlab, based on what are you saying this?
See, a lot of people are saying that in Bengal because of the reason that you can see the Bengal government one after another. Their MLAs, their ministers are going to jail on charges of corruption. And you know the government, how that will be run from the jail, because if there are also few others in the line, in the line, and we are sure they will also be going to jail because they are also involved in the corruption. And second thing also, you know that Bengal does not have much money to run the state. So if they have already declared in the Supreme Court that they could not pay the DA to their employees because the state is in a state of bankruptcy. So you can see that if the state is in a bankruptcy, how the government will run the state? So there are very few various factors. Considering all these MLAs and others, also people of Bengal, saying that this government is not going to last long, and they are possibly will be leaving the administration sometime in December. That is a prediction. That is not something someone is saying.
Agnimitra Paul is saying there will be khela here in December. More than 30 TMC MLAs are in contact with our party. They know that their government will not exist after December. Before I go to Riju Datta once again and bring in Anirban, I quickly want my producers to play out that soundbite of Agnimitra Paul.
देखिए, एक्चुअली उनको मालूम है कि उनका पार्टी का हवा निकलते जा रहा है. जो बलून है ना, वो फुस होते जा रहा है. दिसंबर में बहुत खेला होगा. जो खेला होगा स्लोगन दिया था, कतार में खेला हो रहा है और इधर भी दिसंबर में बहुत बड़ा खेला होने जा रहा है। 30 क्यों, 30 से भी ज़्यादा टीएमसी का एमएलए लोग हम लोग से हमारा पार्टी से कांटेक्ट में हैं, तो उनको ये सब बोलना पड़ रहा है क्योंकि उनको भी मालूम है कि उनका जो पार्टी है वो दिसंबर के बाद बहुत दिन रहेगा नहीं, उनका अस्तित्व ही अभी दाव पे है।
Riju Datta, you know, she's talking about Khela Hobe in Qatar. Actually, Qatar mein there has been Khela Hobe. You know that a few minutes ago, there has been a shock defeat of Argentina at the hands of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, an underdog, has outclassed and outplayed one of the mightiest teams in the world, which is Argentina. So if that upset can happen in Argentina at the FIFA World Cup, it can very well happen in West Bengal as well. Na? There is some, I mean, that was some confidence that Agnimitra Paul has displayed giving that soundbite.
Again, I will tell you this. Let me remind you and your viewers that after the electrifying 2021 elections, BJP got 73 seats in Bengal. Do you know what they stand at now? 62. Why? Because 11 of their MLAs already joined Trinamool Congress. And what Agnimitra Paul said, I have heard, and I'm giving a revelation on your channel. Out of BJP, 7 of BJP standing members of parliaments and more than 40 MLAs are directly in touch with Trinamool High Command. And if we open our gates, their party will not be there in existence in Bengal. And it is not my statement. My General Secretary has said it from a public stage, that if we open our gates, that party will not exist in Bengal anymore. And this is, and you know, the leader of opposition, he has lost his mind. We have sent him get well soon card. Their MLAs are running around like headless chicken, blabbering, whatnot. They employed Mithun Chakrabarti, who came for 2 days, and he also said 25 MLAs are apparently in touch with them. So again, going back to my initial statement, BJP has become so detached from the people of Bengal. They have no relevance in Bengal. They have become comic relief. So they are saying all this to just stay a little relevant in the headlines, which is good. But in ground reality, Panchayat votes around the corner. There are 73,000 booths. And let me tell you on record, Shreya, hopefully this time the nomination will be filed online. You will see the data that out of 73,000 booths, BJP do not have candidates for 20,000 booths. They will only do this natak and circus just to stay relevant to Mirror Now and other national portals. That's it. That's all.
Okay. Anirban Banerjee, I'm giving the last word to you on this debate because I have the other important story that is brewing between Assam and Meghalaya to go to as well. I want to ask you this. You know, in the fighting between the BJP and the TMC, even issues that impact citizens, issues like health, issues like dengue, look at how they get sidetracked. The protest today was on dengue and the rising cases of dengue in West Bengal. And Agnimitra Paul makes a statement in this protest, and the entire focus of the debate and conversation shifts to what? BJP versus TMC.
That actually highlights the real intention of the BJP. They are hardly concerned about the well-being of the citizens of West Bengal. The only thing they want to do is grab power, whether it is by hook or by crook. And they had attempted the same during the 2021 elections. They have got a proper thrashing, the thrashing they deserved anyway. And after that, Madam Agnimitra Paul had shown the same confidence during the Asansol Lok Sabha by-elections. And we know what the results are. Therefore, it doesn't really matter what she says, what kind of confidence she shows. The mosquito being displayed by the BJP MLAs here is actually a lot more stable and shinier than the condition of the BJP party in West Bengal. Therefore, that says a lot. We have heard even the Prime Minister say that 40 MLAs of the Trinamool are in touch with us. It was, I think, back in 2019. And after that, many BJP leaders had often repeated the same lines. Some said 30 MLAs, some said 40, some said 50, some said 70. So they don't even know what the actual numbers are. They should decide when they are at least trying to spread a propaganda. They should at least have an uniform number to present before the media. They don't even have that. Therefore, I agree with Riju, or rather I disagree with Riju.
You know what I call it?
They have become a comic relief. No, they have always been a comic relief in West Bengal.
When it comes to the numbers, I'll say this, in West Bengal, it's always the fog of war. You don't know what numbers to believe. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast.